Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a fun video. At least it's fun for me. I really like trying out new makeup with y'all. Some of this is not new. The stuff that's new, some of it I've tried before, some of it I've never tried before. So we're going to kind of do a first impression slash review on the things that I have tried, and then I will catch y'all up in favorites and fails if there are any at the end of the month and let you know, or even at the end of next month. I need a little bit more time and let you know my final thoughts, or you can always ask me down in the comments section. But I've got a new foundation from Covergirl, I've got new eyeshadows and blushes from PUR, I've got new lipsticks and bronzers from Jouer, I've got a new mascara, I've got a new powder from Hourglass. So lots of fun new stuff. So if you want to see how I got this look using all new products or mostly new products, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. It is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have already run errands today. I have done my skincare a long time ago. I am not going to worry about reapplying my SPF because honestly, I don't plan on getting back out. But I do need to add a little bit more moisture to my under eye before I get to my concealer step. So I'm going to use this that was sent to me by Octoly and First Day Beauty. And it is the Eye Duty Triple Remedy AM Gel Cream. Now I've tried their Triple Remedy, like the salmon color cream with the little metal applicator a long time ago, but I've never tried this. So I've been using it for the past week or so, and I really like it under makeup. In fact, I took it with me to my client yesterday because I liked it so much under makeup. So another way that I've been using it is if it's been a long time since I did my eye cream. So I used my Drunk Elephant C Tango this morning, but it's been so long that I like to take just a little bit and tap it back in before I start my makeup. So by the time I get to my concealer, because I am doing eyes first, it will be sunk in, because it does sink in really fast, but it depuffs, it moisturizes, and again, it's really good under makeup. So I have really been enjoying that. Thank you to First Day Beauty. Another thing is, I believe all of their products are fragrance free and alcohol free, which is huge for me, as you know. So I have been loving that and probably will repurchase it when I'm done. So let's start with the eyes. I haven't even primed my eyes because I've got a new eye primer, and this is the Bareminerals Gin Nude Eyeshadow Primer. Now, quite honestly, I think what they did was they repackaged their 5-in-1 cream shadow formula into new shades of this. Now, I have it in the color Lit. The main difference is that a lot of the 5-in-1 cream shadows have like minuscule sparkle in it, which I don't really like for an eye primer. It's fine as a shadow, but I don't want sparkle like all over my eye. And these, at least this one, I'm pretty sure all of them don't have sparkle in them. So I really like this eye primer. It goes in really smooth. And I will tell you, I forgot to set it the other day before I went in with my eyeshadow because I just wasn't thinking. And I never do that with eye primer. And y'all, I didn't even need to set it. Like, it did not, my eyeshadow blended really well over this. So it sets, it's almost like a cream to powder. I'll set it today, but you really don't need to, especially if you have dry eyelids. Mine aren't going to look the best today, honestly, because they're still peeling a little bit from my retinol. And no, I do not put retinol on my eyelids or anywhere near my eyes, but it travels up there. And last time I used it, I didn't peel at all, and this time I'm making up for it. So I'm probably going to be sniffing a lot in this video. Allergies are in full force here in Tennessee, and like they just really came on yesterday, and I'm struggling and I'm sniffing all day long. Okay, so we're gonna go into eyes, and I'm using, literally I just got this in the mail like 30 minutes ago. It was also sent to me from Octoly and PUR Cosmetics. And this is the PUR Visionary eyeshadow palette. So it comes like this, really pretty. They also sent me a blush palette I'm going to show you, and it's the same type of white packaging. And then look at these colors, y'all. How gorgeous is that? So it's 12 colors. It's got 7 either shimmer or satin, and then 5 mattes. And if you can tell, you can pop these out very easily and put them into your own palette. You can also do that with the blushes. So like when I travel and stuff, I just want to take a couple colors or one blush. I can easily put it into a smaller type of magnetic palette, which I love. So I have no idea what we're going to do, but let's just wing it. I think I'm going to start with this color. It probably won't even show up, but we're going to try it. Idealist right here. Does have some kick up in the pan, and I can't see this color. Okay, moving on. It would be a pretty, like all over wash of color on the lid, and it may show up on like super fair. Y'all, I'm peeling. All right, so let's go in with Role Model right here instead and see if that shows up a little bit better. Again, these do have quite a bit of pickup in the pan, or kick up in the pan, but a lot of times that's what you deal with when it comes to pigmentation. And I can definitely see this color. And what I like is that it's softer on the eye than it is in the pan. Like at first I thought it would be a little too dark, but I don't think so. So we're just gonna do a little rough transition color there. I'm gonna put a little bit of this really pretty brown color right here. It's called Tycoon. No, it almost has a slight sheen to it, but I don't know that I would say it's a satin. I don't know. Let's see how it works on the eyes. I'm gonna put it on my Wayne Goss number 18 and kind of just put it on this outer corner. I imagine this to be really pretty all over the lid because of that very slight sheen to it. They're blending pretty. I kind of feel like that color kind of looks the same as the crease color once I've applied it to my lid. Like I want to be able to differentiate the purple and the brown, but as of right now, I can't really. So, oh, these shimmer colors are gorgeous. All right, so let's start out with, I'm probably gonna do a couple shimmer colors, but let's start with this one. It's CEO, and it's like a peach. I'm not even putting a base down because I want to see what kind of pigment these have. I'm not wetting them either, so keep that in mind. Okay, let's try it with my finger. They are very, very, very creamy. Okay, that got more pigment on it. I don't know if I can really tell if it's peach though. Okay, that's a little darker than I wanted, so I'm gonna take my finger in Dreamer right here, which is a really sparkly, almost chunky champagne. Oh, okay. Whoa, there's the pigment. That got some on there, but it is very chunky, like it's falling off on my face. Woo! Oh, y'all. Oh, look at that. Can you see it? I'm glad I did my eyes first. Okay, well, that is very chunky. It's very pretty, but work in very small layers so that you don't get it all over your face. Okay. Honestly, I feel like it looks kind of muddy, like the look in general, but we will see how it turns out because we're going to go on to face. Okay, so I have one new primer, but I'm probably going to talk about that in another video. And I have not tried this yet. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I got samples because I think every time she launches a new product that she's able to do samples like this with, she sends it out to all her Pro Card members. And so I got one of these in every color. I just haven't tried it yet. And I know that I'm using a matte foundation today, so I wanted to use something that was a little more illuminating since I don't have oily skin and I like a dewy look. So I don't even know if this is the right color. This is number 3, light medium. And I know that this can be used all over or it can be used targeted, but I think I'm going to try to use it all over. It does have a tint to it with very light coverage from what I've seen. I'm gonna need to pull my hair back. It's very creamy. Oh, okay. I'm gonna blend it obviously in with my sponge. That is glowy. Did provide a little bit of coverage though. I think if I were gonna only wear this, which I may need to grow a little bit more courage before I get that dewy, but I would need to probably go up a color. I think the 4 was the medium. Now obviously if you don't like a shiny forehead, you're not going to want to put this on your forehead. I kind of like to look like I'm sweating all day, so you know, it's a personal preference for sure. Let's pull my hair back because it's getting caught. Y'all, that is actually pretty. Like, that's the kind of dewy, that's the kind of glow I like. I mean, I might could powder this down and only wear this. It covered up my redness pretty well. I'm impressed. I may have to buy the full size of that. I'll have to check out other colors. Okay, so you probably saw this in the picture, if I did a picture, but Covergirl sent, and you've probably seen it from other places too, but they sent huge PR package of all of their new 40 shades of their True Blend Matte Made Foundation. Okay, so that's one of the shades. They have 40 shades, y'all. For a drugstore brand, that's incredible. So props to Covergirl for that. They also sent 4 of their new primers. There is an illuminating primer, a pore minimizing primer, a color neutralizing, and a skin smoothing. I haven't tried those yet, but I will keep you up to date. I have tried the foundation, but I'm gonna kind of talk about it as I try it. They do have light, medium, tan, and dark, and it looks to be that they have 10 shades in each. So it's good to be able to kind of go directly to where you know you fall in the skin tone category and then choose from those 10 shades, because they do have yellow undertones, neutral undertones, and pink undertones. So when I first got it, I did some swatches. And in fact, it's kind of a funny story because I swatched some on my hand. Obviously, they didn't stay as I washed my hands. I swatched 2 colors on my feet because I was wearing flip-flops and I knew that I wasn't gonna be washing my feet until I got in the shower. And I had a party at my youngest daughter's school, and one of the moms was like, "Is that foundation swatches on your foot?" And I'm like, crap, yes it is. I needed to check and see if it oxidized, because that's what I was trying to do. It in fact does oxidize, at least on me. It does deepen quite a bit. So I think I'm just gonna go with the M10 today, and this is Golden Natural. And I'm just gonna take a couple pumps. The back of my hand, you can see it's a thicker texture, and I do prefer to use a beauty blender with this because it is a little more matte. So I have used this probably 4 or 5 times. I didn't color correct. Joy, just thought of that. I've used it probably 4 or 5 times. I actually think it's a really good foundation to be a matte foundation. Now, I will say, every time that I've used it, I have used some kind of illuminating base, or I have mixed some kind of illuminator with it, because I don't like a flat matte finish, but I like the longevity that a matte foundation provides. This claims that it lasts 12 hours, and it does on me. I don't have oily skin, so I can't attest to that. And obviously that's probably who they're marketing it to, being a matte foundation. But on me, with more normal skin, it does last even longer than 12 hours. It does blend in well. It blends in fine with a brush too, and I think if you have oily skin, you'll probably prefer a brush. But because I don't, I like the little bit of extra moisture that it gives. I would say it's a medium to buildable full coverage, but I mean, that gave pretty good coverage right there. I forgot to color correct, but I'm going to use my Color Science 3-in-1 treatment. I'm going to use my Stellar Concealer in the color S01. And then I'm going to set it with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Now I am going to use a new powder. Not new to me, but I don't think I've used it on camera yet, and it's the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder. I'm not a huge fan of this packaging. I know that you're supposed to be able to unscrew it, top it over, and then just the amount that you need comes out. But I think the amount that you need is very subjective to who you are and how much you like to powder. So I find myself going back in, which can just be a little bit annoying. I really am not going to powder much. There wasn't much on my brush. Because this is a matte foundation, I don't want it to start looking cakey. But I do feel like I need more than what came out, so I have to turn it over again. The product itself, I feel like I don't have a good grasp on what I feel of it yet, or how I feel about it. It's fine. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's going to be my favorite, but it does leave a pretty finish. Now, I have found that it doesn't like keep me matte throughout the day, so if that's what you're wanting in a powder, that's not what you're going to want here. I can hear Chad downstairs. We just got a Ninja blender, and he's, I don't know if you can hear that. He's trying to make smoothies. Can't wait to see what he's come up with. All right, now we're gonna bronze. I tried this for the first time yesterday, and oh, holy cow. I loved it yesterday. I hope it comes off as good today. But this is the brand new Jouer. It's the bronzer duo, and this is a medium to deep. So this is the darkest they have, so it's not super dark. If you are much darker than me, I don't know that you would love it that much. They both have a very, very subtle sheen to them. And I've used it once, but I mixed both colors. So I'm taking my Wayne Goss number 11, mixed both colors. Probably not in focus because that is the story of my life. You know what? I wanted to use a new, oh man, I meant to use a new cream bronzer I got from Model's Own. I know I don't use much drugstore, so I've been trying to get some more, and I totally forgot. But look at how pretty this is, y'all. It blends out so well. I'm put some on my nose. I can still really see that Charlotte Tilbury coming through. I'm not mad at that because I feel like I'm still very glowy. Okay, so this is the other PUR palette that I got sent to me from them and Octoly, and it's the 4-in-1 blush book. And it has that same packaging as the eyeshadow palette. You open it up, it does not have a mirror. The eyeshadow palette does have a mirror, but there are 4 blushes that you can also remove. So I love that. These blushes are gorgeous. Oh, I so want to use this coral, but that does not go with my eyes. So I will have to use that tomorrow. Let's pick one of the pinks. I think I'm going to pick Honest. Just right here. And I'm going to take it. They look like they could be very pigmented. So I'm going to use my buildable cheek brush from Smashbox. Okay, these have some kick up in the pan. This one looks more matte. The coral one is very shimmery, not shimmery, but like has a very strong sheen. And it looks like the other 3 are matte. I mean, that's pigmented, y'all. Holy cow. I will be blending that out, but that's super pigmented. I bet that's a gorgeous color too. And that one on that one on deeper skin tones. Oh, okay. So far I really like that one. We will be blending it out. As far as highlight, do I have a new highlight? I don't think I have a new highlight. So I'm just going to go in with my Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer. And this is in the color 01. The next step is to use my beloved Hourglass in Radiant Light and buff it out. And this, I'll go all the way up to the highlight. And this will just diffuse any harshness without really disturbing placement. So that's better to me. Okay, so let's go back to the eyes. I'm going to go in and I really want to use this color right here called Optimist. It's a gorgeous like royal purple. I think I'm going to try that on my lower lash line. Okay, I like that color. I like that a lot. Ooh, I have a new eyeliner too. Okay, I have a new eyeliner that I think will look perfect with this look. Bareminerals had like a mystery grab bag, and it was like $55 for 13 mystery products, and then I was also able to use my pro discount on top of it. So I got like 13 things for like $35. And this is the Bareminerals Round the Clock Intense Cream Glide Eyeliner Waterproof. Y'all, this lasted forever in my waterline the other day when I wore it. And this is in the color, I do not see a color. Well, it's the purple one. Why don't they have a color on here? So I'm going to use that in my waterline because it goes great with the lower lash line. And it is really, really like, it just really glides on. So I do have a new mascara, but I don't have a new like primer or anything. You know what? I do have a new primer. Y'all. I'm losing it. Okay, let me do my bottom lashes first real quick with my MAC Extended Play. If y'all have any, it's totally random, but I hear Chad downstairs. If y'all have any really good recipes, if like y'all have a ninja or something that you like to make in it, let me know. I'm really can't wait to start using it. All right, I'm gonna do my normal first primer because yes, I'm that high maintenance and do 2 primers. This is the Jane Iredale Conditioning Base or Conditioner for Lashes. I honestly think you're supposed to use this at night, but I don't. Okay, the new primer I got. The Voluminous from L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara Primer. I love the Lash Paradise Mascara. However, I won't buy it again because it literally lasts me 2 weeks before it completely dries out to where I can't use it. But this really intrigued me because y'all know, well, if you don't know, my all-time favorite lash primer is the original L'Oreal Voluminous primer. So I was very intrigued to get this and try it. So it has the same brush as the Lash Paradise mascara, kind of that like Hourglass, very bristly brush. So I'll have to see. I don't know how this compares in price to the original, but I'll have to see if I feel like it's much different. It might just be because it's almost like a light pink versus a straight white like the other one. But I do feel like I'm not getting as much on my lashes as I do with the original. Okay, now let's try a new mascara. I got this as a 100-point perk from, or no, it was actually like a gift with $25 or something from Sephora, and it's the Milk Makeup Cush Mascara. I've heard a lot of good things about this, and it is a huge brush. You can see that. Looks to be natural hair. So, okay, I think it has, I need to read more about this because I think it has fibers in it, if that's what I'm seeing. If it does, typically I'm not a huge fan of fiber mascaras because as the day goes on, I pick at my eyelashes. I'm very aware that that's not good. I don't pick at them until they come out. I just kind of pick the mascara off of them as I'm like sitting at the computer or sitting somewhere. And when it's fibers, they tend to get all over my face. So there's the difference. I don't know that better than my typical mascaras. One that I really, really, really like, and I'm going to include it in my favorites this month. And then I just took advantage of the buy 2, get 1 free mascara sale at Nordstrom. Anybody else do that? This is the first time I've done it. I've known about them doing it. They do it once or twice a year. I've known about them doing it for a very long time, but it's the first time I actually partook in it. And I got my beloved Chanel Le Volume and my beloved Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill. So I can already tell you that this is no better than that. However, I do believe it's supposed to be a more cleaner line, so that's always a plus. It does feel a little bit drier, and if you don't know, I've said it a lot, but if you're new, I'm not a huge fan of dry formula mascaras. I prefer a more wet formula. So I do feel like I'm kind of having to load this on. It gave pretty good length to that side, but that side's always longer than this side. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. It's not my favorite. I'll probably keep using it, and I'll probably take it to travel since it's small, but it's not my favorite. So let's zoom out and finish up with lips. I did get a new lip kind of kit with that same Jouer purchase, and it's their lip kit in Pearl. So, or La Pearl. So it comes with 2 lipsticks, a longwear lip cream, a longwear lip topper, and a lip pencil. I had a very, I have not used this yet. I think I'm gonna have to break the packaging to get this out because I could not get, there it goes, the lip pencil out. So the lip pencil is in the color Pink Champagne. Do you like the packaging? It is a roll up. Oh, wow. Oh, y'all. Here, let me swatch it where you can see. It's like a shimmery lip pencil. Is that coming off on camera? I do not own a lip pencil like that. Try this out. It's really creamy. It's easy to apply. I like bringing it a little bit more onto the lips so that when my actual lipstick wears off, it's not like a ring around my lips. The longwear lip cream is in the shade Opal. Very, almost, wow, it's not reminiscent of an opal. It's, okay, opal is my birthstone. So it's a real pretty white stone with a lot of iridescence, so it almost gives like a rainbow effect. I can kind of see that. It's a pretty color. Let's see what the lip topper looks like. And this is in the color Funfetti. Oh my goodness, it's making me hungry. It's raining outside. Oh wow. Oh. It's like a white base. This looks more like an opal to me than the actual lip cream because it's a white base with lots of iridescent sparkles and like rainbow colors, but it's pretty. I don't look at my lips and see glitter, so I kind of like that. Let's see how it wears throughout the day. All right, guys, that's the finished look. What do you think? This skin is like Tin Man glowy, and I love it. I love to look like a Tin Man. I like how the Covergirl matte foundation and the Flawless filter worked together. I really like that. I'm going to use the Flawless filter a couple more times. I think I might go up one color and see if it looks good on its own because I did like the light coverage that it provided. The sheer to light coverage. Yeah. Okay, so let's go over this. Okay, so I think the look with this came out a lot better at the end. So I do like the different colors. I love that purple color. I just think that there's a lot of fallout with that Dreamer, and you really have to build up the CEO color. I knew that was coming. But I'm still going to try the other shimmers because they're absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't look near as muddy now as I thought it was going to end up looking. This, I can't wait to try more of because I'm loving that blush. So I'm going to be using that for the next like week to try out all those colors. And they're huge pans, so I really think that it's worth the price. This, I love. I do actually, for a matte foundation, really like the Covergirl. This I'm still deciding on. I'm not gung-ho like everybody, but I don't hate it by any means. And I like the lip color. So is that it? The mascara. It's all right. I won't be purchasing the full size though. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a super long one, but I love trying out new makeup with y'all and kind of telling you how I think about it. And you know, probably some of these will show up in my favorites. If they end up being huge fails, I will add them in my favorites as well at the end. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.